It is Friday again, and Friday means that we are off to another camping adventure. Where are we going this week? Well, we're going to a state park we have never been to before. It's called Obannon Woods State Park. I've never been there because it's so far away. It is a 2.5-hour drive from Indianapolis, one of the farthest parks I've ever gone to for the weekend, so it'll be a lot of driving time to get there, and I hope we get there before it gets dark. I'm here, Bo is here, we are ready to go. Obannon Woods is a 2,000-acre state park. It is next to the Ohio River, and it is on the extreme southwest side of Indianapolis, just across the state line. So we are happy to go check out a park we've never been to before. You can see it, and I can see it, Bo can see it, and we'll have a verdict towards the end of the video. Buckle up and get ready for another fun adventure, another Starship adventure with Bo. I've been driving for 2 hours so far. Destination is still 21 minutes away. We are on the very southern border of Indiana, and you can see that the foliage has changed. It looks more like Kentucky than it does Indiana. 1 mile from the state park entrance, and you can see this is a different world. Look at all the trees, all the rocks on the right side of the road. I could go down this street for 5 hours and not grow tired.
62.
Here we are, entrance to Obannon Woods State Park. Turning left across the bridge. Okay, we made it, filling up with water, and Bo's out here on the tonneau cover. But the only problem with this campground is the gnats are driving us freaking crazy. You can't see them on cam, but there's like hundreds, if not thousands of gnats. I really want to have one of those hats with some bug screen around it to keep them out of my face. Luckily, they're not so bad during the day. They're only horrible this time of night and in the morning. So this campground's gonna have to redeem itself to overcome the constant annoying gnats just attacking me. It is Saturday morning sunrise, and what a beautiful morning it is. And last night the mosquitoes and the gnats, they went away a little bit after the first time I saw that I was attacked when I was trying to fill the water tank. My campsite is beautiful, the trees are amazing, and yeah, it's so much fun to be outside, and that's why I come camping. It is so relaxing, so invigorating, and so purifying in some sense to be in the great outdoors and to enjoy nature as it was meant to and intended to be enjoyed. And that's what I like this Airstream or any RV. It is your ticket, it's your getaway. It is your magic carpet to the great outdoors. And I'm so happy I get to go out every single week to enjoy another vacation. My first video, I told you that 3 years ago I was diagnosed with leukemia, and that helped me rearrange my priorities, that what do I want to do for whatever time I have left. And camping was what I wanted to do, and I've been able to do that. I'm so grateful to have done that, and I'm so happy that thanks to the miracles of modern medicine, my leukemia hasn't gone away, but is fully treated, and I have no symptoms whatsoever. I am so grateful for this amazing life and my little camping buddy Bo, who loves to go camping. This is Bo. He is really enjoying the new drone. He wants to grab it wherever he can. Look, the drone can keep up with Bo and myself. Through the trees. go through here. Obstacle.
Map on the dash, tiny co-pilot snoring. Silver ship shines,
And through some close trees. You can make it. Goes back by the drone. Before it starts raining, I thought I'd show you the campground. And it is just starting to rain, so we're going to make this quick. And it's surprising there's not a lot of campers here. What is it, April 17th? And I would say the campground's only like 15% full. And looking at all this open spaces and how beautiful this campground is, feel bad that more people are not out camping. This is the original state capitol in Corydon, Indiana, and it also has a herb garden behind it. Look how the garden is laid out with a rock wall behind it, and also is a very, very modest building before the Capitol was moved to Indianapolis. This is Zimmerman Glass Blowing, where they have glass blowing demonstrations to the public.
Out of there. This is we call it a block. All it is just a piece of cherry wood that's soaked in water. But that cherry wood's important, and you can see whenever I take that block off there, that steam rolls out of there. And so that cherry wood, like if you go down to Blanco in West Virginia or something like that, all their molds and tools they use are all cherry wood. So that cherry wood has a real tight grain in it, and so it holds that water nice and even in that tight grain. So when you roll it in there, what happens is you get a nice even steam barrier between the glass and the wood. Puts a nice shine on it and also keeps the glass from sticking to the wood. As you can see, it's already lost its heat, and it's down there. It's still well over 1,000 degrees, but it's starting to clear up and turn that amber finish color. So I'll go get a little more glass, and I've got some chips of colored glass laying out here. We'll dip it in.
Hello. How are you?
And so.
What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh, Paisley would adore you. Do little snore faces, yeah.
This is the Nature Center and Working Farm that we're going to look inside. So like that American bison was last seen in 1830.
That's correct. Yeah. So last time we had a native population of them.
Then the black bear has been recently seen in 2015.
Right, so what that is that every few years you usually get a young male black bear that will cross state lines looking for a female. Of course, we don't have black bears here anymore, so they saunter on back across state lines.
Okay.
Where do they go? Kentucky or?
Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky.
So Kentucky does have black bears.
Yes.
That's quite a trip to come up from Kentucky.
They cross the Ohio.
Really?
Bears are very good swimmers. Yeah.
Wow. Wouldn't have thought that.
Right, you don't normally see them in the water. Not deep water. But
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. Very good swimmers.
This is the Nature Center and recreation of the town in the old days.
Oh,
And so you would have a breeze coming through, so that would keep the temperature down too. And they're still cooking on the fireplace, but now they have a bread oven. So that would have been one of the things that would come down on the boats.
Interesting.
So they've got an oven now, and they're still washing on the board, but they've got a ringer.
Ringer, yeah.
Which, and there was a family here the other day, and they were, I would say Mennonite probably, and she was telling me we still use a ringer washer.
Yeah.
I said I can remember having the ringer washer when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and she said we still use it.
Huh.
And off we go through the trail. Let's check it out. Oh, shit! Huh. Okay. Glad the drone was there. Taking good care of me. And I'm okay. Got the action cam. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go.
Map on the dash, tiny co-pilot snoring. Silver ship shines, new day, new orbit.
And let's see which way the trail goes. The big log over there. And try this way. This is the Potato Run Trail. Nice. Hello. Yes. I am being protected with the drone. That's right. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Bo's gonna get the drone. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Hang on a second, I have the drone go in front of us. There we go. I don't know how it can see behind itself, but somehow it can.
Map on the dash, tiny co-pilot snoring.
Try and get it, Bo. It's right ahead of you.
Silver ship shines, new day, new orbit. Mountains in view, river roads, red
See if I can make it farther apart.
four little ponds, ready for the next quest. Let's go!
There we go, let's try that.
Every road a galaxy glow. From the woods to the wild plateau, we're flying low.
Put it up, get away from Bo.
Starship adventures with Bo. Play, let the story unfold. Take a ride.
That is like such amazing technology that like you can put it all in that little tiny little plastic. Back to the RV. Just noticed a little damage from my fall. Pull up my pant leg. Oh boy. And there it is. Just a little bit of a scratch. I'm sure it'll heal with a week or so. So could have been worse, but glad I was wearing my helmet. This is Bo Sunday morning. He is so comfortable, had such a great night, and I love to see him so happy, so relaxed after such a fun day yesterday. It is Sunday morning at the end of another fun vacation. Bo is really enjoying the drone, and boy, did I have a great time. Even though it was raining all day yesterday, we had a fun time going to Corydon, looking at the state capitol, and looking at the nature center at the state park. Yeah, I love the state park. I would give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. I love the outdoors, and I love how beautiful the trees are. And this trip was really special for me because I was able to come with 2 amazing and wonderful friends that I met through the Airstream Club. They have a trade wind. Their Airstream is right down there, and it is just so wonderful to have good friends and to enjoy camping with them. And I am so grateful for them for making this an amazing trip. And so, yeah, like I was saying before, none of us gets to live forever. And the life-changing moment I had when I realized that I had cancer, I decided I wanted to live my life to the very fullest. And that decision 3 years ago, where I got the Airstream and started to go camping, it has really changed my life for the better, and I'm so happy for how it has brought so much adventure and fun and love and friendships into my life. And so here's till next week. Next week is my birthday weekend, and I am going to Brown County State Park, my favorite state park of all time. And it has been a fun week. Thank you for joining me on this adventure.